Now, some people call it penance, others just a hobby. Now, for this outdoor enthusiast, hiking gives him adventures that made him come back for more and more and more and more. Our guest this morning has climbed ranges across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, including our tallest mountains. He's also a member of the Wilderness Search and Rescue Philippines. It's a beautiful day. Rich Santos, thanks for joining us.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, guys.
All right,
morning,
Rich, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Alam ko, medyo patag dito. It's not really your scene. But of course, when you talk about hiking, siguro paano ka nagsimula? What was the reason why you caught the bug, which was hiking?
I started hiking in Cebu because I lived there for about 17 years. And then ever since maliit pa ako, no, I was a little boy. I was curious about the mountains. Ano yung meron, ano yung view kapag nasa taas ka na, and what you get to experience. More of curiosity. And then when I started, ayun siya, it became a challenge for me na akitin yung as much mountains as I can. So that's where and when I started.
So can you count now how many mountains you've climbed here in the Philippines?
I roughly about more or less 30.
30, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Including some not tall ones.
Not tall
Okay,
ones. Yung
okay.
mga borderline mountain na siya. Or,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Baby hills.
Baby.
Yes, correct.
No, pero when you talk about the difficulty, kasi there are different difficulty levels for each of them.
Correct.
Are there any mountains that you've gone through that medyo nagulat ka that it's a lot harder than people realize it was, kahit hindi siya gaano kataas?
Yes, surprisingly, it's not about the height of the mountain. May mga mountains na nasa 1,200, pero the difficulty is very, very difficult. Those are the ones that are unexplored. Most of the ones that are medyo madali lang, medyo ano na siya, commercialized,
Touristy na.
touristy. The trails are established. The ones that are not explored yet, yun mahirap. Medyo, you're gonna
Do
do
we
some
still have
bushcrafting.
unexplored mountains?
There are a lot.
Ooh,
Yes.
interesting.
And those are the ones that we like to climb. Medyo challenging siya.
The unexplored
yes.
ones. Actually, I've climbed before in Palawan. I don't know the name of the mountain. Like you said, it's unexplored. But we had to cross 10 different rivers, and it was the most fun I've ever had. But I wish I knew the name of that mountain. And there were goats, cows, chickens. It was super fun. But for you, what has been your most memorable? So that's my most memorable hiking experience. What about for you?
The one in Mindoro, it's like Halcon, or Mount Saldang. When you get to the top, the summit, yung view niya, sea of clouds, as in,
Oh, really? I see it.
parang nandyan lang siya.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
It's really, really, really nice. Parang kang nasa heaven.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you don't wanna go back.
Right.
Parang
So parang
dito
sa
na lang
heaven
ako.
ka nga talaga.
Yes.
Oo.
Rich, you were saying may ibang mountains na mahirap, challenging. What are the usual challenges that you face when you go hiking?
The difficulty of the trail is number one. Kasi since unexplored, so you get to create your own trail.
Okay.
As in bushwhacking, so you have to cut some branches.
Buti hindi kayo naliligaw or something.
Naliligaw.
It's easy to
I'm
get
sure. I'm
lost,
sure
no?
naliligaw.
Naliligaw
Oo.
din.
Oh,
but
that's scary.
We check the map.
Okay.
Tapos and the bearings and all. So we should be heading that way, not
Okay.
this way. Parang ganun. So,
Oh, there, they're showing on the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I mean, of course, you can catch his content, by the way, online. We'll get to that later. Pero syempre, you talk about the fact that it's uncharted and you're part of Wilderness Search and Rescue as well. I mean, how big is the community for this? And of course, gaano ka-importante yung trabaho ninyo with Wilderness Search and Rescue?
so Wilderness Search and Rescue Philippines, or WISR Philippines, it's not really a job. It's an organization wherein we are volunteers, volunteerism, humanitarian reasons. It was established by Dr. Ted Esguerra, part of the Everest expedition team. So he created or he founded it to help the outdoorsmen, integrating yung medical pang-rescue. And then at the same time, yung vision din niya is to help yung parang getting ready for the magnitude 7.2 earthquake, the big one. So, yun yung pinopromote niya. That's one of the reasons why he founded Wizard Philippines. So, kapag ka may mga typhoons and all that, tinatawag kami, nagvo-volunteer kami. It's not, we're not paid. Parang it's more of like, we want to
Advocacy
help.
talaga.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
And of course, when you do that, I mean, like we also talk about yung community and the fact that ayun, uncharted yung mga pinupuntahan ninyo. Is there how many people actually do that? And of course, what's your recommendations for those who want to? Okay, so may mga popular talaga na hiking trails, but then those who want to siguro have that sense of adventure that you have, ano yung advice mo sa mga gustong I guess to dive into the unknown?
Expect the unexpected. And then, if you're a beginner, do some research about the mountain first before you start climbing. Preparations, the gears. Syempre, dapat medyo physically fit ka. Kung if depende kasi, if it's really in you, you'd really start to explore mountains.
Yeah.
For us, mas maganda unexplored because you get to really experience the raw beauty of the mountain.
Okay.
As in bare, raw, virgin forest and all that,
Yeah.
compared to those that are medyo touristy na.
Yeah.
You get to really push yourself to the limits out of your comfort zone. And from there, you probably would grow as a person.
Yeah.
You learn from your experiences there. Taking things for granted, the ones that are here, like clean water, food,
Yeah.
the comfort of a nice bed when you sleep. Tapos yung we get to experience na hindi ka maliligo for how many days because you're in the mountain.
How
Anyway,
long, how many days normally yung mga unexplored hikes mo?
The longest one was about 4 days.
4 days.
4 days
4
straight?
days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tapos it was supposedly just an overnight adventure.
Overnight tapos naging 4 days.
Naging 4 days. Kasi naligaw kami.
Okay.
Oh my goodness!
So, walang signal doon.
Wala.
Oh my goodness. So wait, so 4 days na wala ka. Can you tell us a bit? Okay, when we're talking about yung mga memorable moments mo, siguro memorable to eh.
Yes,
So,
yes.
how did you survive yung 4 days na yun? Ilan kayo? Can you tell us a bit more about that trip?
We were about 10. It was a team of 10. Tapos
10 naman nung lumabas kayo, like after?
Yes,
my
kompleto.
God.
Okay, just making
Pa
sure.
rin kayo.
Just making sure. Oo.
And then may guide kami, local guides from the local tribe. I think there were 4 guides.
Which mountain was this, by the way?
Somewhere in Aurora.
Okay.
Marie Aurora.
Oh, wow, okay.
Mount Kedangat.
Okay.
Okay.
So, medyo unexplored siya. The guides themselves were not familiar anymore sa trail.
Wow.
Oh, scary.
So they're not guides anymore.
They're lost like you.
I believe you were guiding the guides.
The lost
Yes,
boys.
kasi meron kami
Hindi na
map.
sila guys na lang sila.
Dapat dito tayo, parang gano'n. No? So, overnight lang siya. So, since naliligaw nga kami, kasi unexplored, so we have to really explore the mountain and then find a trail. Tapos, na-extend siya na na-extend. Yung food namin, as in, wala na.
Oh no.
Buti may guide, so they helped us find some local foods. Pumuputo na siya ng bamboo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yung mga tubig namin, tas umuulan pa. So it was really a memorable experience for us.
Parang Survivor, no?
Masarap yung feeling pag nakalabas ka na ulit, nakabalik ka na.
I
could
bet.
imagine, oh.
I bet
Yes,
the relief, no? Para finally finding your way out of the...
Yes, so-
Yeah.
Could you give us a ratio of fear to excitement in during that time?
10 being the highest, probably 10.
10 yung
Can
fear?
you fear?
Yung fear, it was not about fear. Kasi medyo sanay na kami. Pero for beginners, siguro medyo, it's quite overwhelming.
So experience yung
Oh my
grupo ninyo,
goodness.
na walang baguhan.
Wala naman.
Wala,
Pero
okay.
syempre, we have different paces.
Right,
May
yes,
mabagal,
yes.
may mabilis. So ganun siya.
I would have freaked out if I were in that
Same.
group. That would have been me like, oh
4
my God,
days.
get me out of here. But
4 days.
sir, you mentioned earlier, when you're hiking, you learn a lot of life lessons. Has there been one in particular where you learned something about life for yourself?
Yeah. There's one, if you really want something, despite whatever, gagawin mo lahat yung makakaya mo, or especially when going to the mountains,
Yeah.
Right.
yung sa summit. So it's you against yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, ganun siya.
Pero-
It's mind over matter. talaga.
Always. It's a good training.
Iba yung want something mo eh. Yung want something mo, I want to survive eh.
Yeah,
So,
it's different
ibang
level.
level talaga yun eh.
Level. And we were looking at the photos that were being flashed on screen, and one of the mountains that you've climbed is the tallest mountain in the
Yeah.
country, Mount Apo. What was that like? And how long was the hike
Feeling
there?
ko madali na to para sa iyo eh kasi medyo commercial na rin
Yeah.
yun eh.
Oh,
no?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It was not that easy.
Okay, yeah.
It's still challenging. It was fun. That was just recent, mga 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
It took us about 3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
Is that the normal time if you want to hike Mount Apo, normally 3 days?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So there.
Wow.
Parang siguro dito hindi na kayo nawala.
Yeah,
Hindi na
kasi
kasi
it's all paved.
Yes.
sobrang
essentially.
touristy na siya.
Okay,
Sobrang
okay.
established na yung trail.
So,
Yeah.
sir, for our viewers naman who are watching and they want to start hiking, can you give me a top 2 list of not commercialized and commercialized mountains that they should try?
Oh,
Top
for-
3, top 3.
Sige, top three.
Top 2
Sige.
is weird. Top 2 is weird.
Top
Top 3.
3
I like
commercialized.
Sige,
I like
three.
even numbers.
Top
Okay,
four.
sige. top 4. Okay, top 3 na lang. Har, nalito pa. Top 3, let's do commercialized first.
Okay.
For beginners.
You could do Mount Apo. You could
Mount
do
Apo?
Mount Pulag.
Okay.
Mga pulag, yeah.
Mount Pulag is the
yeah,
top
Pulag,
3
yes.
highest
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Yes,
Philippines.
yes.
Then one more.
Probably one more, siguro, Halcon. It's not that commercialized, pero it's really, really beautiful.
Ooh, okay, Anne, let's go.
Yeah,
Her face.
right? After,
no.
no, I'm okay with it. After Masugi, that's going to be our next stop.
I know, right? Now, what about your top 3 non-commercialized ones?
The ones in
for
Marie-
beginners, huh?
For beginners?
Yes, for viewers
May
who want to start
beginner ba?
hiking.
Pag beginner ba na
Usually-
Uncharted?
Usually wala for non-commercialized because it's more of bushcrafting. You get
Oh,
to,
so you don't recommend
So
Yes.
intermediate.
that for beginners.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So hindi tayo pwede dun mo.
No, it's okay. Baka if Sir Rich is there, we can go.
Okay.
I'm down for an adventure.
I'll be waiting at the end.
I'll wait with you, Pao.
No, we're good.
Wow, I
We're good.
actually love hiking, so I'm so down.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's part of your background then. But then, Sir Rich, you look at this being a hobby and this being a big part of your life. Just how much more did you become siguro sort of an environmentalist, seeing all these virgin forests and seeing all of this beauty? Because I'm sure that you've seen the nature in the Philippines to a different level than siguro majority of the Filipinos have had.
Yeah.
in terms of yung sa environmentalism, it's sad because even the tallest ones, even the beautiful ones, may makikita kang mga candy wrapper.
Really?
no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hindi na siya ganun kalinis.
Yeah.
So as a responsible mountaineer, especially sa community, we promote that do not throw your trash. Kung ano yung, kasi what we do is, kung ano yung basura na dinala mo sa taas, you should bring it down with you. Pagbaba mo ulit. Don't leave anything there. Unfortunately, meron pa rin
Oh, that's sad.
sa trail, you'd see some candy wrappers.
Yeah.
So it's just sad.
Is that why you
And,
prefer yung mga virgin forests para less ano?
Yes, for me personally, mas prefer ko yung mga ganun kasi konti lang yung tao. It's not touristy. And iba yung experience, iba yung fulfillment when you get to explore those mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we had more time though.
Yeah,
'Cause, we need to cut you off now, Sir Rich, because we need to do more news. But we appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming. For our viewers who have more questions, like myself, where can they find you?
You could,
Sa mountains.
Sa mountain.
Sa bundok.
Ako, bye, Paolo.
Ang hirap
Pero sa
naman
social
hanapin.
media.
I said, okay.
Richie, madali lang kung saan ka pwede
Yeah, are you on
hanapin. Huwag
social
sa mountain.
media?
I have my Facebook account.
Okay.
It's Bundok at Bicicleta. That's the name of the account. So
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
just check the the content there. If you want to do some climbing, you can just message me or
Absolutely. Looks like Mo
Perfect.
will.
We will be messaging you, me and
Yes,
Pao. That's going to
definitely.
be a new segment sa show.
Watch
Uncharted
one of the
territory.
hosts
Hiking.
disappear for
I
4
know.
days.
I mean, now we're gonna
I
go
would
live
mind it.
while climbing. Kasama natin yung mga cameraman, no? Okay.
No.
G ba kayo?
Yeah, G,
Parang
diba
hindi
sila?
yata.
Their
Hindi
face
yata
like
sa
no.
lalim.
Well, thank you so much, Sir Rich Santos. Thanks for coming.
Thanks-
And we will
thanks
see
as
you
well.
in the mountains soon.
Yeah, sure.